Hello. Managing wires. I'm managing lights. And how is everybody doing today? I think you can see me okay. Pretty okay. Anyway. I have these two paintings, this one and another one to finish today. The one's in the thumbnail, you know, this one. So that's what we'll be doing today. Have a nice cup of tea. I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday. Now, let me just move this camera a little bit like this. You can see me just a little bit better. Oops. There we go. Maybe a little better. Let me just plug it in so that it doesn't die. Okay, so I have a palette. Picture is so small. I just want you to get the best view in here. Okay. So I'm using this reference photo right here. It's a picture that I took of a picture or a painting. I'm not really sure, but I really liked it. So that's what we'll be doing. I started painting this during an acrylic painting course that I taught at the studio. So let me just get the paints on there. I'll be using golden open acrylics, and I'm using alizarin crimson and cadmium red light. I don't think I used any blue for this, just maybe some yellow ochre. I might have used some yellow ochre, definitely some white and some black. So I'm gonna get those on my palette. Oops, I got a big glob of black. Nice black. Got some right on this palette here. So what I did with this wooden palette is that if you've seen my last live stream, it was just like this. It was just wood. And I primed it, I gessoed it with some black gesso. This is alizarin crimson from Golden Open. And this is cad red light. Oh, very soft paints. Got some cad yellow primrose. And some yellow ochre too. So I gessoed it with black, and then I varnished it with some matte varnish. And here we have some white. Apparently this white has some purple on it. Interesting. Should be okay. Should be okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, I should have put this picture up on Patreon or something so you guys can see it, but I didn't. Okay, I'm grabbing a medium brush and I dipped it in water and I dabbed the excess off. Okay, so I'm just going to do this rock here and we're gonna try to build up some brown. So for the brown, maybe I'll just mix right on the brush. Some alizarin crimson, a little cad red, touch of yellow. Let's put some yellow ochre too, just mix everything up right in here, and some black. Let's see what we make. Should be a nice reddish brown, maybe a little more black here. We want it to be a little darker. If we make the base dark, then we can put some color on top of that. So I didn't use any blue for this. It's pretty warm scene right here. Making this rock. You have to have some shadows, you know, and then you put the light. And I'm also adding a little bit of shading on this rock. Maybe I'll get some more black. When we get to the foreground, you see more and more darks, so it's okay to go with nearly black here. In the background we don't really use such dark colors, but we do for the foreground. These are the very deep shadows. So I'm not sure, I actually did want to put a couple more coats of primer on this, but I just realized this morning that I didn't have any time. If I had varnished it this morning, it wouldn't have been dry in time, so I'm just mixing a little bit more color here. And this is a pretty autumnal piece. Pretty autumnal. The season is gone, but it's okay. I can still daydream about the fall. Hey Queldar, how are you doing, buddy? How are you feeling? You feeling better? Did you get over your cold? I hope you did. How's your Christmas? Make sure that I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Oh, my camera died. Why did it happen? You can't see me anymore? That can't happen. Just a sec. I think my camera overheated because I plugged it in. I shouldn't have plugged it in. We'll be back. The picture will be back hopefully soon. In the meantime, just keep on doing this. We have a bit of grayed out land over there, so let's make it a little more. Have a lot of different colors, a lot of different hues in this painting. They're all variations of browns and grayed out browns and that sort of thing. A lot of nuances. I promised my students at the studio that I'll be finishing this painting, so I did want to finish it before the new year, you know? Don't leave unfinished business. New Year's coming and you don't want to start the new year with unfinished business. That's what I always say. I had a pretty nice Christmas, but excited about New Year. as if there's a real difference in the world, in nature, from one day to the next, from one year to the next. Change happens gradually, I think, sometimes fast and brutal, but generally, if you want to make a resolution, if you want to make a change for the good, you do it now, not next year, right? Am I right? Have some dark stuff over here. Just kind of blocking in with relatively dark values, and then we going back with some highlighting details. There we go. Make that ledge over there, just going down like this. And then we have some lighter color. And then dark again. There we go. Alright, let me see if I can revive this phone. Here we go. Okay, all right. All right, we have a nice reflection in this lake right here. So reflections of objects. Hey Amanda, look at you. Amanda, hi. What a lovely surprise. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Very nice to catch on the stream. Finally finishing the studio paintings. The ones that I promised my students that I'll finish. And then I'll probably have to let them know that they can finish them as well. I'm drinking tea with you, I think. I'm pretty sure, right? We drinking tea together. Amanda's the biggest tea aficionado that I know. You're good. Very happy to hear that. Tonight we're not doing that thing at the studio with the family. It got canceled, well, postponed for another day. Not everybody can make it, so it's getting postponed, which is okay. You just can't control everything, right? This rock there. Painting looks amazing. Thank you. You know, when I do it, when I paint it at the studio with everyone, and I think a lot of people feel the same. They do it, and while they're doing it, it's always kind of self-criticizing, because you see every single brush stroke and then you think, not quite good, not quite good. But then, you know, a week after, when I came to the studio and I picked it up, and like, well, gotta finish the painting, and I picked it up, and I'm like, wow, this actually doesn't look half bad, you know. And I think, and as I was looking at my students' paintings too, right on the spot, I was like, oh, well, you know, it could use a little bit of adjustment or so. But then when I looked at them, I'm like, wow, they actually look really good. Not that I'm surprised, but it's always nice when a little bit of time passes and then you can see it with different eyes. It's always nice. But you know, there's always something to be done. There's always, if you keep working on it, you can add more and more depth. And there's only so much you can do in a 2-hour class at the studio. So it's always good to go back and add more details and add more highlights and shadows here and there, and you can really take it to the next level. Painting is only done when the painter says it's done. Otherwise, you can keep on working on it. You're adding a little more darkness in there, a little more depth. It's okay if not everything has detail, because then it's up to you to imagine what happens in the dark, what lurks, creatures. Gotta make stories, always gotta make a story. That's how Bob Ross would have liked. I've got a cup of paint water here and a cup of tea, and it's always it's actually good to have that, to always have a cup of drink, a beverage next to your cup of paint, because it really forces you to be more aware and more in the moment. And if you make a mistake and you put your paintbrush in the tea or in the coffee, then you're like, well, I wasn't present. It's always psychology. paintings are never finished, just abandoned. That sounds very harsh. While they're abandoned? Where? Where do you abandon yours? Abandoned. Very harsh. Are you feeling okay? Okay, it's time for the highlight, so I'm adding more red and more yellow, all here and there, and more white. We want to just kind of tap here and there. Imagine there's some leaves that are glistening. God bless you. In this very warm light. Having this patch of sunlight right in here. I gotta move my laptop so I can see your comments a little better. You had the capital C cold? Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, man. I think I mentioned, but I had a very bad cold at the beginning of October, and it wasn't the, you know, the capital C, but man, it was brutal. I'm telling you, it does not need to be the capital C one to be terrible. I had this residual cough. My daughter and I had this residual cough for like a month and a half, even 2 months. Like even now, sometimes I cough sometimes. And it's probably from that. Some dirty things going around, I'll tell you. I'm very happy to hear that you're feeling better though. Trying to get the right color for that right here. I really should have had the painting, the reference photo shown. Always forget something. It just happens. Little sparkles in there. It's the season. Yeah. It's the season. It's the season to be jolly, isn't it? Not to be sick. Definitely have some favorite songs in this playlist. You can hear me, unfortunately, trying to sing along. I apologize for it. I just can't help myself. Do want the black to not make it too bright, you know, because this portion right now, what I'm gonna do is the portion in the shadow. So I want it to be a little bit dark, a little bit brown too. going back and forth and kind of letting my paintbrush, which is very soft bristles. It's a Robert Simmons. I got this from one of those subscription boxes. Got some really nice brushes actually in the subscription boxes that I'm keeping for the finest paintings. I was looking back at this past year. I'm really gonna try my best to put out a video about everything that I've done this year, because this year was a very good year for art. I did a bunch of things, a bunch of pretty cool stuff. And if I don't stop to celebrate, you know, you gotta celebrate the wins. You don't stop to celebrate, and if I keep just going forward, and just kind of what's next on the list, life just becomes a to-do list, and that's no fun. So I'm trying to do a compilation like I always like to do at the end of the year, with all the cool stuff that happened in my world this year. This is kind of like a combination of a lot of different colors. They're all like stop saying like. They're all variations of reds and blue and yellows. Reds and yellows over here. We've got some little bushes. And we have some deeper colors. I'm mixing a little bit more color because I'm tired of running out of color. I'm like my students now, mixing the smallest amount. And then I keep needing to mix more and more. We are always students. We're always students. We always have something to learn. Beautiful color. Let's just add a little bit more ochre to that. Warm it up just a little bit, but I don't want to lighten it up too much. Just gonna shift the hue just a tad. Adding different textures here. Right, I need to darken it a little bit. Add more shadows. It's all really going back and forth, and keep adding color, keep adding paint until you're happy. Sometimes you go overboard with the highlights. Sometimes you go overboard with the shadows. Sometimes you just need to add enough layers until your colors are right and until your blending is good. So it's not a matter necessarily of you know, fixing when you go from dark to light, and then from that back to the dark. It's not a matter of you fixing it or fixing a mistake. It's a matter of putting enough layers, overlapping layers, until it looks good. My camera left again. That's sad. Very sad only. Oh well, that's alright. Just have to soldier on without seeing me, which is very sad. But I know you'll survive. You need to add the highlights on top so that you can see that this is the top. Maybe add some ochre to that. It does need to be more yellow and possibly more warm. So you know this is the top because there is light shining on it. Now I do have a reference photo and I am looking at it, but I'm really not trying too hard to make it exactly the same. It's okay if it's a little bit different. Okay, I have some bushes here. Maybe I can make them look like bushes. I'll survive despite all the sadness. I don't know what's happening. I really spent some time this morning to figure out how to make the face camera, you know, work. It had to reinstall the app, a whole bunch of stuff, and now it seems to still not want to work. Okay, and just a little bit more of a light highlight. These look like Dr. Seuss trees a little bit. In that It's really difficult to see detail in them. Hey, Louis! Hello! That's alright. I know you'll be judging. We don't expect anything less, Louis. We know. We missed you, Louis. We missed your streams and stuff. You've been very busy. No worries, okay. Very happy to have you in the house, even though he can't hear. Even though he can't hear. Kind of make the water stand apart from the rock. I'll do a little bit of line there, just right here, just here and there to make the rock separate from the highlight. Maybe I'll warm up that highlight a little bit. So I can't hear you, but women normally don't have anything smart or interesting to say, so I'm fine, don't worry. Hilarious, you're hilarious, Liz. Sadly, he's gonna have to miss out on my wisdom and you know, knowledge, because he thinks, Louis thinks, that's what he does. Putting a little bit of a stick there, just mixing the white right in here, and this khaki color. Got some highlights on here too. It's a little bit of sparks of very light color. Kind of lighten up the scene a little bit. Another one in here. Maybe I'll add just a touch of yellow. They're a little bit warm. Make a yellowish highlight on this rock right here. Very sunny. Oh, Rob, hello. Get a stream going and I'll remind you all day, right? Well done, Queldar. Coming in hot and sexy. Are you finally doing your topless video? We're all waiting for that, you know. We're all waiting for you to deliver on your promise. You can't hold back now. You promised. promised Lewis. He can't hear. Calder, remind him of his topless promise. Oh, I am digging these light highlights. Very nice. I wonder what Lewis's stream will be about. It's nice to see that he's busy though. Hopefully good stuff. Busy with good stuff. Maybe a little more white in here. Talk among yourselves. Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you. Yes, take Lewis up on his suggestion. If Lewis says that it's good, then it must be good. The problem is with this is that the shadows are not deep enough. I need to make some deeper shadows in there. A little bit redder and darker than what that is at the moment. Maybe. Maybe a bit too red. Whoops. Something fell. Maybe a little bit too dark there. Just a touch of white. These rocks have these kind of layers. They have all these striations. My paint needs to be a little bit looser. I don't know if I have this painting video of this painting out. Might have put it out privately just for my students, for them to follow along, because some of them have missed the class, so I recorded it and I painted it at the studio, and then I shared it with them privately. I need a little more dark, but if you want to see how I did it, I'll share the link with you guys. I'm almost done with this. I don't want to fidget too much. I mean, it's supposed to be a kind of like a loose painting, you know. Maybe just darken this edge here. That was a difference in melody. Jamie, hello. Hey, Jamie. Let me check this camera. What happened to it again? It died. That's sad. Just it's not meant for you guys to see me today. Maybe I'll add some more highlight on this right here. Maybe a little lighter. Let's see. Okay, and then a little bit more white. Maybe a touch of yellow for that nice highlight. It's not really in the direct sun, but you can have a little bit of highlight. A little bit more detail on this rock. It looks quite rough and not flat at all. How are you doing, Jamie? You drew a lady in charcoal from a tuition course I got, but I don't think it's very good. Rob, share it in Discord so we can see it. So Louis can bust your phone turned off due to heat. Let's see what else is the phone doing. Nothing. Really shouldn't turn it off. Okay, probably for a short period before it turns off again. Okay, so how are you feeling, Jamie? Feeling better? Okay, that rock casts a little bit of a shadow, so let's put that shadow right in here a little bit. More black. Maybe just a touch of alizarin to not lose all that color. Just put a little bit of a shadow under that. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's put a couple of little rocks over there. Just a couple little rocks, and then I think I'll call this done. Then I have another one to finish. Rocks are actually pretty nice to draw. I like drawing rocks, painting rocks, I mean. They're pretty nice. You just put in the top, like the highlight, and then you put in like a body color, which is very similar to the highlight. Sometimes you may put it in. Sometimes all you need to do is just go for the shadow, which is just extra black in this case. And then you can bring it up a little bit to create facets with that. And that shadow underneath it. Maybe just a touch of highlight on the top. Just a little bit. It's kind of like a hint that rock was here. Can be some smaller ones in here too. Gravel. All right. I'm finally starting to feel better. That's good. Everyone being sick? My goodness. Should I share it in the burn my ass to the ground section? Either that or show me your work. Yeah, whichever. I love your self-portrait, Jamie, too. Yeah, that's true. So was it the first one that you didn't like and the second one you liked? Because the second one really did look like you, Jamie. It really did. Okay, I think actually on top of this I'm seeing some sort of vegetation. So let's do that right on top of it. Let's grab some of this red and just drop it right in here. It's okay if it's dark, I'm going from dark to light. And just clean my brush, using the same old brush here. Some red, touch of yellow, touch of white. Let's add more white to that. And drop some on top. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a kind of like a branch going up and some different branches here. Let's drop them right in. I'm catching the sunlight. Red, we need some crimson. This red is a little more fiery. It's still very colorful. Just adding a little more color here. Oh gosh. You didn't like the first, but you were pretty ill while working. Yeah. Good to have you back, Rob. Yeah, I think you should take it easy on yourself, Jamie, and just, you know, rest more. Rest more and give yourself a break when you're sick, especially when you're sick. The trick is to not let it get so bad, you know, self-care, that you get sick. One last thing, and I promise that I'm done with this one. There are some other little branches. Maybe we'll sign it. Shall we sign it? Oh, I almost put my teeth. You gotta take time off, Jamie. You gotta. All right. Let's sign it with red, just like Bob. I'm really working on my signature here. Oh my god, guys. The funniest reaction. I'm totally gonna post it probably tonight in a short format. But when I gave Aunt Jan the painting for Christmas, it was just hilarious. It was hilarious. Oh god. It was really funny. Yes. Tea, you say? Any yogi wisdom today? It's not great. It's like, ugh. What is it? Forgiveness. Well, actually, it might pertain to you, Jamie. Forgiveness is an act of consciousness. So, you know, it can be useful to you. To everyone, actually. Yeah, to everyone. I don't like it because it's boring, but it's true. Yeah. You need to invent this signature? Yeah, me too. I'm not very good at signing it. So anyway, but you know what the funniest thing was? That so I gave her the painting. She made everybody laugh. She was freaked out. And then in the morning she sends me this message saying, Jesus Christ, I just realized that this is a take on the Scream. Oh my god. That was so funny. Only the second day she realized. Maybe she shared it with somebody and they told her, or she realized. I don't know how that came to happen, but she didn't realize it right away, and that was so funny to me. All right, let's see if you can see the whole thing. Okay. So we have this here. Here's the reference photo, just so you can get an idea. Side by side. So I need to put a highlight on the trees, and then bring some more shadow in here. Maybe I'll bring some shadow. Maybe I'll leave it like that. And then I just need to add a few more details here, and definitely work a little bit more on the bank here. We did that like in the last couple minutes. But the first thing I'm gonna do is add the snow on the trees. So, thank you, Jamie. So I don't know. I'm not a big, tree, like Christmas tree connoisseur. Pine tree, excuse me, pine tree. Evergreens. So it's gonna be interesting. So the only colors that I used for this, the main colors that I used for that is alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, which I'm gonna put a little bit of it here, and white and black. And right in here I use some yellow and cad red for the warm parts of the sunrise or sunset, might be sunset. But for the trees, I'm just gonna use alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue and white and black for the rest of the painting actually. I'm using today, and for the whole course actually, for the whole landscape course, I use this Landscape Golden Open Slow Drying Acrylic set. It's a really good set. It's a very good starter set, and it lasted me for, I don't know, four or five paintings, I think. And I still have plenty of paint left over. So it is a good painting set. Now I have to get a fan brush. Got it. Watched a bit of Lewis's video on painting a still life. It's breathtaking. Lewis said that he's watching, but he doesn't have volume on. Thank you, Rob. I really love it too. Yeah, we had a nice Christmas. We celebrated with so many people. Actually, let's see. Let's start with a small brush. Let me mix a bigger amount of this purplish color first, so that I don't have to keep worrying about running out. So alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue. Let's just go for these two to start with, and then I'll add the white. These are really beautiful colors, very, very pigmented. When you add the white, that's when the color really starts showing. It's a nice Christmas. We went to some friends for the morning for breakfast, and then we went to Aunt Jan's for the evening. We had some nice food and some wine, and it was a nice holiday. Okay, let's see how dark. I think a little bit lighter. Okay, we have that, and then I can mix it with white if I need to lighten it up. Your family's coming over tomorrow for a late Christmas. It's most of the battle if the kids have a nice Christmas. Yeah. That is, I mean, I realize as I get older that Christmas is really for the kids, not for the grown-ups. I should get over myself. Like, ugh, so disappointing. No, it actually was not disappointing at all. I got a wonderful and lovely Christmas present. Do you see this nice picture? Do you see this nice picture here? Like, not the painting, but the picture. My other camera went away again. I have this amazing camera, video camera. So that makes all the difference. Put some snow on this tree. Maybe I should use the fan brush. Let's try that. This pine tree in the back, and that one is in the background, and the other one is in the foreground. Just trying to get my trees together here. Getting a little more white. Part for the grown-ups is for the excitement we see in the kids. That is true. Aww, that is very true. Yesterday, my daughter got one of her presents that just didn't make it in time. We didn't realize how long it's gonna take for it to arrive. So it's, you know, she got her major presents, and yesterday she got another present. She was so excited, so happy. We got her one of those projectors. It projects galaxies and stars on the ceiling and in the room. It's called Plushie. Really love that. So I'm kind of just tapping. Making the snow a little bit thicker here and there. Actually down there I don't see much highlight. Maybe I'll use a little darker snow for the bottom because it's in the shadow, or just won't use it. Okay, and then for the other one, for the other tree, I'm gonna use a small brush, very small brush, and just highlight each individual branch, because the other one does not, I don't know, it looks like a weird sort of tree. I'm not sure that it's a evergreen. It is a cool thing, because she's been wanting LED light strips in her room for a long time, and so one day this thing showed up in my Instagram feed, like, oh, tired of hanging up LED lights and stuff and then dying. I'm like, yeah I am tired of that. And sometimes it just doesn't connect to your devices and stuff, so It says, use this plushy thing. It looks like an astronaut. It's about, I don't know, 1 foot tall, maybe a foot tall, and it's like a cute little astronaut, and it projects different scenes. It can project stars and I think 5 different galaxies. It's okay if the paint is breaking here, because I think that's how snow kind of looks, a little bit broken. Maybe I'll make this a little bit lighter. Kind of stand in front of the one in the back. The other day I had a really nice yogi tea wisdom, Jamie. It said, it's one of my favorites. I get it. You know what the thing is with having a favorite yogi tea is that you get the same old yogi wisdoms over and over again. I think they have different ones that they put in the different flavors, and they don't kind of mix and match. I should write to them and say, hey, you know, I really like the positive energy, sweet tangerine positive energy, but I've read all of the wisdoms. Like, nothing surprises me anymore. So please, change it up. But that's my favorite one. But the one yesterday, it said, the universe is within you, bright and beautiful, I think. So I think that's what it said. Alyssa wanted a 3D axolotl lamp. She got that, and you can change the colors. Lava lamps, yeah. Decaf yogi tea. Oh yeah, they have a lot of herbal ones. This one does happen to have caffeine in it because it's black tea with like tangerine flavors. I don't know exactly what's in it, but I really like it. You don't drink coffee, Jamie? Switching over to the fan brush. Let's there's one over there that's just standing up sideways. Decaf coffee, drink decaf coffee. Don't like that caffeine? It's probably better. Maybe. I don't know, some people are very sensitive to caffeine. I don't mind my caffeine. Although if I stop drinking it, I do get those headaches. Trying to leave that snow on top of the branches. You guys have plans for New Year's? It's nice when you can see the branches, then you can just put the paint right on top. You get sick with caffeine? Drink loads of coffee. I drink flavored coffee. Staying home. No plans for me other than I am allowed to watch a film on the TV tomorrow night. Allowed? Allowed by who? That's funny. I do drink coffee too. See, I have my caffeinated tea here, which I drink almost every day, maybe not every day. And then I have my coffee over here. Oh, I put some almond milk in there. The almond milk left over from my cereal. And I generally put I have Cheerios, you know, and sometimes I put a little bit of honey in there and stevia and salt. So now my coffee is slightly salty. You know, have you ever had salt in coffee? It gives it like a different flavor, a different edge. It's actually quite good. You think, ew, salt in coffee, but if you just if you just do that, I promise it's good. It's very interesting. I'm a big proponent of salt. Salt is life. Salt is good. Have some salt in your coffee. There are no limits that I would put salt in. Maybe I wouldn't put salt on a watermelon, you know, or on fruit, but pretty much anything else deserves salt. Let me see you fight over it. A martial arts film. You don't know which one. Allowed by your wife. If it's once a year, better make it count. Yeah, it better be with Bruce Lee. Or you can watch Enter the Fist, Kung Pao. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. It's such a funny movie. But I don't know if I would really, if it's once a year. I don't know. Have a happy new year, Jamie. Thank you for stopping by, and yeah, have a happy weekend too. And I'll see you next year. See you next year, friends. Those old kung fu movies at night. Ooh, the BBC. That's cool. Oh, I wish Clara was here. I finally watched the movie that she recommended. We finally just watched it 2 nights ago. It's actually pretty funny. Very high strung, very hyper movie. Everything everywhere all at once. It's definitely not something you see every day. Interesting, it was interesting. Did you see that one, Qualdar? And Rob? Looks kind of messy, but looks a bit messy. We're not done with it though. We'll add more highlights in there, and probably some trunks. It'll even itself out, hopefully. You know, evergreen trees are not easy, right? They would explain how they were made. Cool. I love martial art films. Warrior King is great. Did you see on back? It sounds very familiar. But I can't say that I remember it off the top of my head. Hang on, I was gonna say something. Have you seen The Warrior's Way, guys? It's definitely, it's my top 5 favorite movies. I'm very picky with movies, but I like different movies. I like, you know, interesting ones and stuff that is not overly cliched by the media. It probably didn't even make it that far. It wasn't like a popular movie, and that's how you know that it's a good movie. In my book. If it doesn't really make it out there, then, you know, it's got something about it that makes it good. But Warrior's Way was definitely a very good movie. I really liked it. Still watch it sometimes. It's got you know, fighting and romance and revenge and a really nice story. Very well made. And humor. It's also humorous. It's not funny, but it's got its funny moments. So, definitely worth watching, I think. Warrior King and Tony Jaa lifted the genre to new heights. Wow, that's neat. Okay, I'll have to put that on my list. All right, now I'm going to add some more white to this and add more whiter highlights to the trees in the front. Okay, it's quite loaded. More white. A little bit more on this side. There's a little bit of a tree here. The trees are looking awesome with the snow on them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rob. I'm not sure. From close up, it's kind of weird. Maybe I just need to keep going and add the trunk. I think they're missing the trunk, that's why. Kind of looks weird at this stage, but keep on soldiering on. Look pretty abstract, I'll say. A little bit abstract. It's alright. Let's see, the trunks are like a purplish brown, actually. Yeah, let's do it. We'll grab a little bit of yellow and alizarin and ultramarine blue. Let's see. We'll make a purplish brown. More blue. To red, right? To red. Let's see. I don't need to make it completely continuous. It can show here and there. I think that's why some of them are looking kind of weird, because they don't have a trunk. A bit more blue there, a little more blue. And then let's just add some snow on the trunks, a little bit of snow. Maybe just gonna grab some black and clean up some of this snow here. Some places here it's more than I wanted. Hopefully it'll dry the same color. Maybe it won't. It's a different paint than I used. I'll just leave it like that. Let's just work on the bank now. Did I? Thank you. I think it's actually a little darker than what I did. Maybe I'll add just darken some of this here and there. I think I made the snow a little bit too bright. I'll add a touch of black to the purple. I'm gonna break up the snow here and there. It looks too even. Too lined up, you know? Actually, this looks kind of nice. Over here, it's too straight, too even. dark purple over here. Looking a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, my back. I should have set up my sitting station. Maybe I'll have to stop working out on Fridays when I do a live stream, because my back is just, it's a little bit sore. It's a little bit tender. Okay, let's grab some more crimson and this. I'm gonna make a darker purple here. It's a touch more red. See what we have here. Ooh, it's a bit dark. Just mix it with this. It's okay if it's too dark. I'm just gonna mix it with white, and that will be okay, but it needs to be a little bluer. A little bluer. Too red. I have a little bit of a mound here. Make this no darker on the left side of the trees. Just thinking the light is coming from the right. Yeah, I might darken it a little bit. You're right. The snow in the reference photo does look darker. You see, it's not as visible. It is darker. So I might go and take some of that snow down. But I'll just work on the bank for now, and then I'll go back. Some snow here. I should have left it. Well, we can do it now. There we go. You can create a path. See, with paint, you can just make paths. in the woods. Over here it's quite dark. It's over here because the trees are casting that shadow. And up here as well, a little bit darker. Maybe we can even go in this blackened purple right here. There, and then we can go into the white and add some highlights to the snow, very, very lightly, to create that illusion of mounds, of waviness. I love the way this paint blends. I mean, I'm sure that oil paint does the same. I love the painting wet on wet. Gives it that very soft feeling. Oh, oh, thanks, Rob. Okay, let's get into the white, making a little bit of lighter that purple. See that residual cough? And then blending it right in here. Then in the white, and then this white is kind of coming around. There's a drop dog trying to get in here. Let me let my dog in. Come on, Kale. Just Kale. Just Kale. Yeah, there are cables in the way, Kale. Doggy. Little doggy. I took you out. I can't take you out right now. Better relax. You can sit and relax if there's a place where you can sit. And such a thing as relax. Variation in color right here. The snow is standing up a little bit, coming right down here. It's okay, buddy. Hey, shh. It's okay. Dog. A little bit of white. Put some specks of white in there to signify these kind of bumps in the snow. Holes and stuff. Holes. The horizontal surfaces are lighter than the vertical surfaces. Let's grab a little bit of this darker purple right here. All right, Caleb. Hey, it's okay, buddy. We're gonna start barking, coughing. You go outside and cough. All right, Kel, what's up? All right, go outside. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Go. It's not one. don't think it's another. It's awful when animals are sick too. Yeah, it is awful. I don't know what's up with him. He was okay. He was okay when he was out there, and I think it's a little drier in here in the garage. I think he's okay. Although he might have a little bit of a cold, because I did see his nose running. Earlier today. Right, let's get some more of that purple, this purple color, and do some more of these snow breaking over here. Lighten it up for the lighter area here. Grab some more white, grab some water. Lighter purple. To me, these lighter snow shadows. Lighter snow shadows. Just blending it in a little bit to make it a little more subtle. looks very uniform. Maybe it's okay.
How's it going?
Good. It's going.
Completely different picture.
Hmm?
So that's a completely different picture.
That is, because I finished the other one. I'm just finishing two paintings today.
Right on.
Now to make those little twigs, I'm just gonna use the same purple color. Should finish my pastel painting in another charcoal drawing. Yeah, do it. Do it. See right here in the distance, there's some little markers. If the trees go up, it might be a little bit of a fence. If you see back here, there's some tiny little houses. Very subtle little houses, very cute. When you look at the picture for the first time, you don't really see them. You have to really pay attention. And there's also some little botanicals back there, brushes. It's pretty plain black here I'm using. There we go. Alright, let's... I keep wanting to dip my brush in the tea. Alright, let me just darken those trees a little bit. Let's do that. Mix a little bit more of this paint. This will be probably the last thing I do. Then I gotta go and I want to go and finish editing my video. I'm very excited about doing that. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. And maybe. You know, it kind of bothers me over here that I can see the canvas through. I see canvas texture. Not very charismatic. Not very good. I feel tempted to do it over again. I might just, but I need to put touch more alizarin crimson. Let me see if I can just redo it. Hopefully I have enough white. I'll need more white. All right, let's see. Relatively the same color. I mean, value. Maybe it just needs to be a tad darker. Just a tad darker. There we go. I really don't like canvas showing through. It's one of my, as they say, pet peeves. Which is another one of my pet peeves. The word pet peeve. Alright, let's do white. Just watch how cool you can make snow. Oops. Whoops. How cool you can make this snow. Have all these awesome soft blends and transitions. Just love it. Add more white. I don't have a lot of paint on my brush right now. Just trying to make a really subtle blend here. Yeah, it looks like the snow is kind of going up and down. The hills. You can add more mounds just by adding more white. See, just like that. And there, you've added a little hill. I love that. I don't like it when people misuse the word literally. Yeah, I don't like it when people misuse words either. In general, like words in general. Oh, my brush is quite dry. Let's see how light this is. Ah, it's light. It's nice. Yeah, your head literally pops off, right? when you hear the word literally misused. Everybody's got their own idiosyncrasies. There we go, covering all that canvas texture. Did not like that. I think on this side we can add more light. There we go, yes. A little bit more texture. A little bit more variation of color. Ooh, this water is black. Because I didn't change the color from when I gessoed the canvas yesterday. Why am I dipping in black? Must be mentally tired. A bit dark. Let's add some white. I'm using the smaller brush now to be able to get into these. Actually, we're pretty good back up here. We're good. A good coverage. I don't know what that is there. Got a little speck. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave this as is. No point in fidgeting with it too much. It's good enough. It's good enough. So let me just, oh my back. Let me just grab a paintbrush with, thank you very much, Rob. I do like it. I do like it. Let me grab some of this dark purple and I'm gonna sign it. Thank you. It's always good when, it's always pleasant when something comes out the way you want it to look. You know, it never ceases to please. It never ceases to please. I hope I can figure out my phone for next time. Maybe I'll just use my other phone. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. For my face, I should have. Yeah, next time. Next year. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Take you back a little bit so you can see my face. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I'm gonna see you next year. Have an awesome celebration and make sure to celebrate what you've accomplished this year. Very important. Thank you for joining me today and for the rest of the year. It was awesome to have you here with me on my journey, on our journey. Happy New Year, y'all, and happy weekend too. Bye bye.